So everybody is aware that the login ID for logging into our auction is supplierfirst.ri.com. You need to log in into Supplier First portal. Click on sourcing. On the left hand side, there is sourcing option, and you can directly jump into our auction. In case if you're not able to log in Supplier First portal, then you need to go to the link which is mentioned over there. Go to rauction.ril.com/rauction and log in into the system. You need to log in with Google Chrome browser. You need to log in with your email address and your password and log in into the system. If you are a first time user, you need to set your login ID and password. How you set your login ID and password, I will share that with you in some time. Now you get an invite from your buyer about an auction. So you will get an invitation email like this. It will contain the details of the auction. It will contain the link. It will also contain who is the buyer, what is his email ID and his mobile number. So when you click on that link, you come to this page where you enter your email address, your password and log in into the system. Now, if you're logging in for the first time, then you need to click on forgot password. When you click on forgot password, enter your email address. You need to use the same email ID on which you have received the RFQ. Okay, so you enter the email address, click on reset password. You will get a system generated email, and in that email, there will be a link which says click here. So you click on that particular link. Your password screen will appear. Enter the password, confirm the password as per the guidelines and click on submit button. Once you click on submit button, then you come to the login page where you enter the email address, the password and log in into the system. The system will also prompt you for an OTP. This is an additional feature which has been added. So you need to select the option where you want the OTP. You want the OTP on your email ID, mobile phone or both. So you select accordingly and log in into the system. Enter the OTP and submit OTP. You will be able to log in into the system. Now there are two definitions which we need to understand. The first is minimum bid change. The minimum bid change is the difference between two items for a bidder. Okay, means you need to keep at least that particular amount difference between the first bid and the second bid. Let's say, for example, the minimum bid change is 500. So you have to at least keep 500 difference between the first bid and the second bid. Say, for example, I bid for a particular item as 10,000. So you have to at least bid 9,500. That 500 difference you have to keep. Second is the minimum difference between best bid and second best bid. Means the difference between L1 and L2. That amount is mentioned in the best cushion limit. So you have to at least keep that difference. Otherwise, it doesn't justify the vendors, right? So there has to be that particular difference between the L1 and the L2. Okay, let's start with the practical session. So I will be accessing the demo server. I will enter my email address, my login, and I will enter the login ID. I will request for an OTP. I'll click on continue and I will enter my OTP and click on submit OTP. I'll be able to log in into the system. So I'll be able to log in into the R auction portal. Okay. Now on the top, you have the search option. You can search for a particular auction. On the right hand side where you have your company name, you click there, you have the logout option. You have news. Any news pertaining to auction will be displayed. Broadcast. Any broadcast messages will be displayed over here. Training. Any training material which are there, you can download the training documents from here. Okay. Now we will go to today's auction. In today's auction, if you see, there are two auctions. In today's example, we will take two examples. One example is of a normal auction and the second is the Japanese auction. So this is the normal auction, or you can call it as a seal bid auction. So what you need to do is once you log in, you click on the header where you see the description. Click over there to open the auction. Okay, so you need to click on the description, and when you click on it, your auction page opens up. The first thing what you need to do is you need to accept the auction. Click on accept, write comments and click on accept option. It will give you a prompt. Do you want to accept? I say yes. And now my auction is started. If you see on the right hand side, there is a page over here, timer, which tells you how much time is left for your auction to close. So the open time is 15:20, which is already done. Close time is 15:35. Okay. And now currently it is 15:20. Then you will see over here, these are the items. Item code, what is the Reliance quantity, unit of measurement, what is the minimum bid change? Means there has to be 100 rupees difference between the first bid and the second bid. Start price is 10,000. Okay. Now, if you want details about the auction, you need to click on the eye icon, which is at the header level. If you click on the eye icon at the header level, you will see the details of the auction. Okay, your vendor code, your contact number, your email address, what time, date the auction will start. And there is something called as grace period and extend time. Grace period is 5 minutes, means in the last 5 minutes, if any particular vendor bids, then the auction will get extended for another 5 minutes. Okay, so our auction is getting over at 15:35. So between 15:30 and 15:35, if any particular vendor bids, then the auction will get extended for another 5 minutes. What you can see your rank, you can see your price. Okay, bid cushion limit is also 100 rupees, and any attachments are there. You can see those attachments. Okay, if you click on the eye icon at an item level, then you will be able to see the item detail. What is the item code, description? Okay, so all related to the item you will be able to see, and any attachments are made at an item level, you will be able to see that as well. Okay, let's quote now. So if you see, this is the start price. I'm quoting for the first time. For this item, I will enter 10,000 and I click on bid. Confirm. Yes. Second item, I will enter 20,000. Bid. Confirm. Third item is 50,000. I will bid 50 and bid. Confirm. Okay, so I have bid for the first time. Now this is the summary view. I can click over here and I can go to the bid history. The bid history will give me the transactions, whichever the transaction has happened right now. So whatever transaction has happened, you will be able to see it over here. These are the three transactions which we have done right now. So here you will be able to see the transactions happening. Okay, let's come back to the summary view. Now you are at rank 1 and you are the whatever the price you have entered. My rate 10,000, 20,000, 50,000. Now suppose if you are bidding it for the second time, I will say 9,900 because the minimum bid change is 100 rupees. So I can keep 100 rupees difference and I can click on confirm. Okay. Second item, I'll put 19,900 and 900. Okay. Bid confirm. Third is there is a difference of 1000 rupees over here. Okay, so I have to put at least 49,000. I can put lower value. I can put 48, I can put 47, but at least I have to keep 1000 difference at least. Okay, so now I have bid for the second time. So now if I go back to my bid history, I will be able to see all the transactions which I have made. So in this way, you will be keep on bidding, and sometimes you will be L1, sometimes you will be L2, because here I'm only showing you one vendor is bidding, but there all the other vendors who are taking part in the same auction, they will also keep on bidding, and then your prices will change, your rank will change. Sometimes you will become rank 1, sometimes you will become rank 4, sometimes 3, sometimes 2, and this will keep on going till the auction is not completed. Now, during the auction, suppose if you come across with some error or some issue, you can click on the chat option and you can chat with your buyer. Okay, getting error. So I say getting error and I can chat with the particular buyer. So during the auction, if you have any issues or you're facing any issues, you want to chat with your buyer, then you can use this chat option. There is a discount button also. If you click on the discount button, then if suppose you want to apply discount to all the items, then select all the items. If you want to provide discount only to a specific item, then you can enter a specific item, enter the discount percentage and click on calculate and then click on confirm. Okay, the discount value will be calculated automatically. Okay, so in this way, the auction will keep on going and you can enter the prices, you can enter the values and you can do whatever you want to do on the thing. Okay, now there is one scenario which I would like to explain. Now, suppose for this particular item, I'm bidding as 9,800. Okay, but by mistake, I forgot to put 10 and I clicked on bid and I confirmed it. So that's a mistake, right? I actually wanted to type 9,800, but by mistake I typed 980. So there is a huge difference. Okay, there is a huge 90% difference you are giving. So what you can do is in such cases, you go to the bid history. Okay, copy that incorrect transaction ID, whatever the ID is. Okay, bid reference ID. You just copy this, come to this particular chat, mention that ID and tell the buyer to delete this entry. Okay, you need to ask the buyer to delete that entry because it was a mistake. The buyer will check and he will find that yes, it was a mistake. It was a human error. Okay, by mistake it was done. So what the buyer will do, he will pause the auction, he will delete that particular transaction and you can come back again and then you can continue with your bidding. So he will resume the bidding and you can continue with the bidding. So in case of any such issues, you have to give them proper details. That is the reason I showed you how you can go to the bid history. From the bid history, you need to copy which reference ID you want to get deleted, because the buyer understands that due to some technical error, some system error, network error, you might make some mistakes, you might enter wrong things, and that could be the reason you would like to correct it. So in case of any such issues, just ping the particular chat with the particular buyer, ask him to correct in case if there's any difficulties or incorrect information and continue with the bid. So in this way, you will keep on bidding for those particular items. Okay. Now, suppose let's take this example. Now we have bid for 49,000 and the minimum bid changes 1,000, means at least 1,000 difference I have to keep. But suppose if I write down over here 48,500 and I click on bid, I say confirm. So it gives me an error. Why? because the minimum bid change is 1,000 rupees. Means at least 1,000 rupee difference I have to keep. I am here only keeping 500 difference. So that is the reason why you need to take care. You need to first go through the bid, understand what their requirements are, understand all these parameters, so that you can bid successfully on the our auction portal. Okay. Now, if you see, there is 5 minutes left for this particular auction to close, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bid in the grace period. Now, this is the grace period. The grace period have started. So I will enter in the grace period my next value, say for example, 18,000 for this particular option, and I click on the bid and confirm. Okay. Now, if you see what is the close time, it is 1540. Why it is 1540? Because I bid in the grace period, and after bidding in the grace period, it got extended for 5 minutes. So any vendor who is bidding in the grace period in the last 5 minutes, the auction will get extended for 5 minutes. Okay. So in this way, this bidding will continue and it will come to a close whenever the time is closed, where the bid auction time is closed, the bid will also get closed. Okay. Any questions, any doubts you have on this? Anybody has any doubts, any questions? Okay, fine.
Yeah, here I have a
Yes,
question.
sir.
See,
Yeah.
the first material you are given the material code and also the somewhat the short name of the material description.
Yes.
From where I can find the total description or drawing or
See, if you click on this eye icon,
okay,
you will
okay.
get
There
all the
I can
details
find
regarding the items. And in case any
okay,
attachments are made, the attachments will be made in the overview.
okay, okay then. Okay, right. That
You can
description
download
will
those
be there.
attachments from there.
Okay, right,
Correct,
right,
correct. All description will be
right,
there.
right, right.
Okay.
Thank you.
See, this is a demo site. We are just doing this for demo and testing purpose, right? So sometimes these informations are there, sometimes it's not there. But when you will bid, you will actually see all the details with attachments and everything. At a header level, you will see attachments, yeah, whatever documents the buyer has attached, and all the details about the auction. And at an item level, you will be able to see all the details pertaining to that specific item. Okay.
Okay, right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. Now let's do one more auction, which is called as the Japanese auction. Okay. Now Japanese auction is bit different compared to the normal auction which we saw. Okay. Now I have already created a Japanese auction. Okay, which is going to start at 1545. 1545. Okay, so we have some time. In the meantime, I'll explain you how this Japanese auction work. Now, in the Japanese auction, you have a start date and time, but you don't have an end time. There is no end time defined in the Japanese auction. Now, how it works is you don't have to enter values manually. You don't have to enter the price manually. The system will give you a price. You have to accept it, and till the time you accept it, you are in the auction. The moment you stop accepting it, you are out for that particular item. Say, for example, there are two items in an auction. Okay, you accept both, you are still in the auction. If you stop accepting the item one, then item one will you will be out of item one, but you can continue accepting for auction two for the second item. Okay, but once you stop for both the items, then you will be out of the auction. Let's see in practical terms how it exactly looks like and how it works. Okay. So let's do a practical session and understand how it works. Okay. So here I have created a Japanese auction 543. It's written in Japanese. Okay. I click on the header item to open it. Okay. Now the first thing you need to read this. What does it say? Note, this is the Japanese auction. Once the auction starts, the price will change with certain bid interval time. Please click on the accept to accept the price before the end of the bid interval time. Suppose the bid interval time is 1 minute. So in that 1 minute, you have to accept the price. If you do not accept the bid, you will be out of auction for that item. You can bid for other available items which are accepted by you. Okay, so you get 1 minute, and in that 1 minute, you have to either accept it. If you're accepting it, you are in the auction. If you're not accepting it, then you are out for that particular item, but you can continue accepting for other items. And when you stop for all the items, then you are out of the auction. So the auction is closed for you. That is why it doesn't have an end time. Okay, let's see how it works. Okay, so the first thing you need to accept the particular auction. Click on OK and accept. Okay, now we have still time to start. Okay, it's going to take some time to start that auction. In the meantime, we will understand the other parameters which are there in the auction. Okay, let's click on the eye icon. Okay, now in the eye icon, it is mentioned over here that the bid interval is 1 minute. Okay, means in every 1 minute, the price will automatically change and you need to accept it or you need to not accept it. Okay, the same thing, it has the auction name, it has the description, it has the buyer name, contact number, email address, any attachments at a header level, you will be able to see all that. Okay, now in the first item, if I click on the eye icon, it will tell you the item code, the description, the name of the item, how much Reliance quantity requirement is 100. What is the start price? Start price is 10,000. Minimum bid changes 1%. Means after 1 minute, the system will calculate 1% of 10,000 and it will display that particular amount. Now, if you are okay with that price, you click on accept. After 1 minute, again, it will calculate 1% of the calculated amount and it will display you the price. If you are accepting it, you are in the auction. If you're not accepting it, then you will be out for that particular item. Let's take the second item. The second item, if I click, it has the item code, the name, description, Reliance quantity is 2000, unit of measurement is each, start price is 20,000. Here the minimum bid change is 1000 and the percentage, it's not percentage, it is amount. Okay, so first time it will display 20,000. If you accept, you are in the auction. Second time, after 1 minute, bid interval is 1 minute. So after 1 minute, the price will change to 19,000. So in that 1 minute, you need to decide whether you want to accept that price or not. If you accept it, you are in the auction. Third time, after 1 minute, it will again display the price as 18,000. So if you are okay with that price, you want to accept it, you click on the accept button. If you don't want to accept it, then this after 1 minute, that particular item will be closed for you and you will not be able to bid for that particular item. Why Japanese auction is more popular or it is better? Because you don't have to enter anything manually. Okay, because entering anything manually can, cause errors. You can do mistakes like how I showed you in the previous auction, right? Instead of typing out 9,800, you type 9,080, right? So there is a chances of people making less mistakes because you don't have to manually type anything. Okay, so this is better compared to the other one because first of all, you don't have to enter manually. Second is you just have to click on accept. Till the time you are clicking accept, you are in the auction. The moment you stop, you are out of that auction. Okay, so let's start with the auction. We have still 5 minutes. We have accepted the auction. The rest of the screens are same. Okay, you have the view, you have the bid view. Okay, the one which I showed you earlier. Okay, and this is the summary view. Any question, any doubts you have in the Japanese, because we have 5 minutes to start. So in the meantime, we can discuss in case if you have any questions.
Yeah, hello, this is Prem from WhatsApp.
Huh?
Within 1 minute, how the person can able to justify drawings and other
Sir, I can't
identifications?
understand. Your voice is not clear.
Hello, can you hear now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this Japanese type, the time limit is very low because first time the
No, no,
person
no, no.
goes on.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
See, for this particular example, I have taken 1 minute. Not necessary. You will only get 1 minute. Okay, if you have
Okay.
so many items, then the buyer
Okay.
will decide how much time to give. Some may keep it 2 minutes, some may keep 3 minutes, some may keep 4 minutes. If you have 10 items, obviously, it is difficult for a vendor to accept in 1 minute. So since I have only
Yeah.
two items,
Okay.
that is the
Demo.
reason I
It's a
have
demo
kept
time.
it as 1 minute.
Oh yeah, it's a demo time. Okay.
Yeah. See, that all depends upon the buyer. If he has kept it for 3 minutes, you will get 3 minutes. So you have ample time to discuss, to accept, not to accept with your team, what to do. So you will get
Yeah.
time. Don't worry about that.
Because we can able to download first the data and identification the same, and next day we can able to build the same. Is it possible?
I'm sorry. Yeah. Is it possible for what?
It means suppose I'm going in this Japanese type bed, okay, and to identify the material, to know the complete identification of the material, I'm downloading the same. And can I go back on a next day or one after 1 hour to a video?
No, sir. See, it doesn't work like this. Whenever the auction is created, the date and time are fixed. Okay, but you get an email before that. So you have ample time to go through what are the details required and so on. So there's a lot of background noise over there. I can't hear you properly.
Yeah. Hello. Now,
Yeah,
now can you hear me?
yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah. Now I can hear you.
Yeah, with regard to that material, you will say the material identification, drawings and other things will get email in advance. Right.
Yes.
And
Yeah, see, it is not like that. आज auction है और आज ही आपको email आया. No. You will see the buyer plans everything. So he will create an auction. He will send you the email. The email will come to you today, but the auction date will be maybe in the first week of March or something, so that you can also plan and be ready with what prices you have to go with everything.
okay, it means that so that identification of the item required will be
Yes. Yeah, you will
properly
get ample
done.
of time. Yes. You will know what items are there. If you
Okay.
have any doubts, you can contact the buyer and check with him so that you can be ready before the auction starts.
Okay. Okay.
So you will be well prepared before the auction. You will have all the
Okay.
details with you. ऐसा नहीं कि
Okay.
आज ऑक्शन है और आज सुबह आपको मेल है, ऐसा नहीं रहेगा. This is
Okay.
just for demo purpose because I have to show
Okay.
you something. That is why I created auction today and I'm doing it for, I created this in the morning to show
Okay.
you a demo. That is the reason why I have
Okay.
created it. But a buyer will give you ample time, 15 days, 10 days, 5 days, or 1 week, they will give you time so that you can go through the specification, go through
Okay.
all the details.
Okay.
And he will have many attachments also, terms and conditions, supply code of conduct. So many things will be there. So you'll have to go through all that, be ready,
Okay.
and then you can, once you're ready with your details, then you can sit for the auction and bid for whatever values you want.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Welcome. Sir. Anybody else has any questions? We have 1 more minute to go and the auction will begin. Okay, no question. So we'll just wait another 50 seconds left for the auction to begin. Okay. So if you see on the screen, there are blue color accept button. Okay. So the first price is 10,000 for the first item and the price for the second item is 20,000. I just click on accept if you are ready to go with that price. Okay. So another 30 seconds left. Seconds left and it will begin now. Okay. Now you will see the timer, the bid interval timer going on the right hand side for 1 minute. So that clock will be there. Okay. The bid interval time. See, now it is open and you see there the timer, 1 minute ka timer hai. Now this is the first price. I click on accept and I accept it. I accept and I accept it. I am in right now. Okay. Now, after 1 minute, the screen will refresh and you check these values, check these prices. Okay. You can check these prices. It will automatically change. This will calculate 1% because that is what it is defined. And this will deduct 1000. That is what it is defined in the bid change. Okay, in the previous one, we were calculating our price and we were putting. Here, it is mandatory. It will automatically calculate by the system and you need to accept it. Okay, so here you have 10 seconds left. After that, the screen will refresh. Here you are. See, now the screen is refreshed. Now it is taking 1% of this and 1000 deducted from this. Okay, so now you have time whether you want to go with it or you don't want to go with it. Okay, so I'm thinking, okay, I finally decide let's accept it for this particular item and let's accept this for this particular item. Okay, fine, we have accepted. Now we are inside the auction. We are still in. Okay, the moment I stop accepting, I'll be out of the auction. Okay, so that is why there is no end time over here. There is no end time. Okay, till the time vendors are accepting it, the auction is on. Once everybody stops accepting it, the auction gets closed. Okay. Now let's take another example. After 1 minute, let the price refresh. So here it is 3, 2, 1 and refresh. Yeah. Now you see the price for this is 9,801 and for this is 18,000. Now I don't want to go with this price. I cannot go beyond 9,800. Below that, I cannot go there. Okay, so I will not accept for this particular item, but I will accept for this particular item. So I'm in for this particular item. I don't want to accept the first one. Why? Because I cannot go down beyond that price. 9,801 is the price which I can offer. I cannot go beyond that. Okay, but I have accepted the second one. Okay, so now once the screen will refresh, I will be out from this particular item, but I will continue bidding for the second item. Okay, so it is all up to the vendor whether he wants to accept it and be inside or yes, he doesn't want to be in it. Okay, so if you see here, I'm out with this item, but I'll continue. I can go still beyond 17,000 hai. I will accept it and I'll continue with the second item. Now, after 1 minute, the screen will refresh again and it will come to 16,000. I cannot go beyond 16,000. So that is my final price for this particular price. It was 9,801. And for this price, it is 16,000. Beyond this, I cannot come down more. So I will stop. Okay. The moment I stop, the auction will be closed for this particular vendor. Others may continue, may not continue. Okay. But for me, as this particular vendor, I will be out of the auction. It will be closed for me. That is the reason why it doesn't have any end time. The end time depends upon you. So here the prices have refreshed. It has come to 16,000 now, right? I don't want to go beyond this price. So I will stop bidding. And once I stop bidding, it will be ended for me. This auction will be ended for me. Okay. Any questions, any doubts? The rest, everything is the same. You can go and check in the bid history. You can do the chat option. All the things are the same only. So no need for another explanation. So now in another 10 seconds, this auction will be closed for this particular vendor. But the other vendors might continue, might not continue. They must have also, see, it is closed now for me. It's gone, it's closed. Okay. So maybe some vendors, they must have closed down before you also. Some will still continue bidding after you also. Okay. So this is how the Japanese auction works, and this is how you need to submit your your quotation, whatever the prices you want, you can. Okay. Now, once the auction is closed, let's go to the home page. Let's go to closed auction. Okay. You can click over here, generate report. Okay. If you click on generate report, it will create a report. You go to report creation status. It will tell you that the report is generated. See today's date. Okay. And today's time is there, right? Completed. If it is not completed, it will give you failed. Okay. So you just try again. And here you have to download the report. You can download it and you can open it in Excel file. Here it is not working, but for you it will be working stage. Okay. So you can download these reports and you can view these reports. So you have to first click on generate report. It will automatically generate. Okay. Then go to the report generation status. It will tell you that it is completed, and then click from here and download it. Okay. See, it is not there. File wasn't available on the site. It doesn't work over here, but you will be able to work and see that particular report in Excel format. Okay. So this is how the auction takes place. This is how you need to bid for your respective auctions. Okay. Now, suppose in case if while the auction you are facing some issues, you're having some problems, you can call the help desk. These are the help desk numbers, or you can write an email to pnc.helpdesk@ril.com. If you write an email to pnc.ril.com, then a ticket will be created and they will be able to respond to the ticket. Please provide complete details in your email, the our auction number, your vendor code, or what error you're facing, attach error screenshots. Because without complete information, the help desk team will not be able to provide you proper solution. Okay, so you have to make sure that whenever you send an email and it gets a ticket gets created, then you need to make sure that you provide complete information so that we will be able to provide a proper solution. Mention your mobile numbers because that will also help us to call you and check with you that what exactly the issue is, or maybe we can call you and find you what solutions to be provided for you for the errors which you're getting. Okay. Any questions, any doubts? So both the auctions clear, right? The first one was the seal bid auction. Okay. Second was the Japanese auction.